Yo, what's up everybody there on YouTube? First day morning in the Keys. You know, we got here yesterday, set up. We're about to go check out the sunrise. I'm gonna do a little fishing. We're gonna see what happens, man. Come along with it. Yo, what's up guys? So we just got down here for this sunrise, man. I'm gonna set the GoPro up and let y'all check it out, man. Hey, it's awesome. He's like, man, I thought we was gonna go home.
Leo said. Sit. Sit.
Yo, what's up everybody on YouTube? Hey, it's a new day. We stayed the night here at this campground. Now we're heading down the road to the one where we're gonna be out for, I think, 4 nights. So here we go. Yo, what's up, man? We back. So but right before I was telling y'all we were leaving that campground to come over to a different one because we didn't really like that other one so much. But let me tell y'all something. We got over here and let me just show you. Let me show you what's out my door. Let me just show you. 1 second. Man, if you don't have a better front door experience than that right there. Old Chelsea girl.
I love it.
What you think about it, buddy?
Whoop, whoop.
Okay, that'll work.
Hey, don't forget to visit to the theater.
Beautiful out there, man. But you guys know I'll be back to show you a little more here in just a little while. We're getting ready to head out and go check out some adventurous stuff. So I'll see you in just a minute. Yo, what's up everybody? We are in, I don't even know what you call this downtown area of the Keys. Downtown Key West, man. They're trying to figure out how to park my truck. I figure, hey, 10 bucks to not have to worry about parking for valet. Yo, I'm so good. That's cool. But anyway, we are going over to Truman's Little White House at the moment. If y'all want to take a little look, I got you. Here we are, downtown Key West, baby. These old buildings, man. It's beautiful stuff. Nice little sitting area over here. Keep going, do not stop. Man. Look at these old these old palm trees. Wow. See, normally, man, I've always seen palm trees, like small, like not tall, you know, young. To see mature ones, man, that are so tall, it's crazy, dude. We ain't got them over there in Cornelia. Old Corntown, we ain't got no palm trees like this. It's awesome. So we getting ready to come up on the Little White House, man. Here you go, I'm gonna hit you with the sign. I'm gonna hit you with the sign right there. Right there. And most of y'all that know me, man, y'all know I'm all about some politics. I'm all about the history, stuff like that. So this is gonna be cool, but it's gonna be awesome.
Keep your eyes up, read the sign.
1890 as quarters for Navy officers, Little White House. It was used by American Presidents William Howard Taft, Harry S. Truman, Dwight Eisenhower, John F. Kennedy, Jim Carter, and Bill Clinton. Truman used the facility as a vacation home and functioning White House between 1946 and 1952.
Come here. Here. Pass. Of course, you're gonna have that old gift shop, baby. Gonna have a gift shop, of course.
Y'all stand in front of the Christmas tree.
Yeah. Since we ain't even got a Christmas tree yet. Phenomenal. Come to Key West, I wouldn't have thought about this being here. Well, here we are.
The garden, and they took it to about 100 feet beyond that administration building. They built it, I know, isn't that amazing? Yeah, so we've had 6 presidents.
Oh man, look at that old man.
You know, I always feel like whenever I'm on this porch, I always feel like I'm in my grandmother's house. It really is a throwback. So, here, come on in, guys. That's a picture of the presidential yacht in Williamsburg that always accompanied the president. So, President Truman, he was a very, very, very different president than Roosevelt in so many ways. And besides the decision making, I mean, Roosevelt was almost, you could almost say American royalty, right? He was Harvard educated, and he was, from such a well-established family. Well, Truman, he was a very hardworking farmer. He did not ever graduate from college, probably our last president to do so. He was an avid reader. He was an avid piano player. Because he was legally blind, he learned to play the piano and read at a very early age. He wore Coke bottle glasses, and he was a very quick-moving president. When he was here, he would go for 2-mile walks. Secret Service had a heck of a time keeping up with him. Again, very different than Roosevelt. The Secret Service said when Roosevelt didn't go anywhere unless we took him. And suddenly Truman's president, and they have to take off running to keep up with him. So when he was here, the president loved to play. Well, he loved to play poker. He didn't play bridge or golf. He played poker. It was a great escape, a mental escape for him. And the Navy knew that about the president. So when they built this porch, they actually, right here on the cabinet, in the cabinet shop on base, they built this poker table for him. So it is 4 solid layers of mahogany. The cigar holders are made from machine gun shells, and the ashtrays themselves are made from solid brass tank shells. Heavy as can be, solid brass. They cut the bottoms off. Now, I grew up in a household that had candy dishes all over the place. 8 kids, so there was never any candy in them. My mom told me later they were called ashtrays. But, so the Trumans, they were not smokers either. And so, but they still had ashtrays everywhere, even if you weren't a smoker. But the guys that sat around this table often did smoke, and they smoked cigars. So President Truman would be sitting here all night nursing a shot of Old Grandad bourbon because it was the best. Nope, it was the cheapest. And the president was a very, very, very frugal man. So he would sit here drinking bourbon, playing. Now he would be playing. Some of the people at this table were Supreme Court Justice Fred Vinson, playing here. Speaker of the House, Sam Rayburn, of now the Rayburn Office Building fame. They had different senators, Congress people, staff people, and sometimes they would actually grab a sailor from the street if they needed just one more. They'd get some poor guy would find himself playing. So it was mostly penny ante poker, but let's face it, it's not a good look for a president to be on the cover of Time Life playing poker, right? I mean, can you imagine? So, plus it was illegal in the state of Florida in the 40s. So when the Navy built the table, they also happened to make the table cover. So during the daytime, the table was always covered. So when Truman was having a press conference in here, and the reporters were all sitting around the table, they never had a clue. Awesome. So really, keep it secret. It was on the covered version of this table that President Kennedy met with Prime Minister Harold Macmillan from the UK. Sorry, and also this table was taken into the living room when Secretary of State Colin Powell was here, when he held his peace talks on Harry's covered table. We'll talk about that when we get in the living room. So I said the president would end his days here with a shot of bourbon. Well, he kind of began them in kind of the same way, but not playing cards. He would come down in the morning. He'd come down in the morning and he'd march up to the bar and he would order his morning heart starter. And the Navy steward would pour him a glass of orange juice and another shot of Old Granddad bourbon to start his day. Problem was he'd been diagnosed with a heart condition known as benign arrhythmia or sluggish heart. He did not have a vice president his whole first term. He did not want the country to know that he had a heart condition. He did not want the reporters to know he had a heart condition. So they kept it quiet, they kept it secret, and his doctor said, well, you can either try a pharmaceutical, but he didn't want it out. He didn't want anybody knowing. So he said, well, how about, doctor said you could try a natural blood thinner, alcohol. So that's how he would start his day. And he'd come downstairs, time for my morning heart starter. Now, people say, well, that's okay. So people will say, well, maybe that wasn't, good for his heart, his health, whatever. Well, he lived till he was 88. The first lady, she also shared his nightcap. She lived till she was 98. Longest lived first lady was Bess Truman. If you ever have a trivia question, then Rosalind Carter's pushing it. She may be taking over soon. So I said, I guess the bourbon didn't hurt them. And I had this guy a couple weeks ago on my tour who said, you can live that long without bourbon. Whatever. You know what? It worked for Truman, and he was very happy. He was very productive. So we're working on our boss. Our boss still hasn't been talked into it. So let's go in the dining room, and I'll tell you a little bit about that, and then we'll head upstairs. How are you doing today? Good. Hey, you. Good to see you. I'm so glad you're here. I got a lot of grandchildren, and I love to talk to my grandchildren about history.
That's
I'm going to
awesome.
tell you the story about the candy bomber later. Did you ever hear about the candy bomber? No. All right, we're taking a detour. I'm going to tell you the story of the candy bomber. During the Berlin airlift, there was Berlin airlift. Okay, the Soviet Union. We talked about the Soviet Union being very aggressive. They cut off. They blockaded Berlin, and they weren't letting anything come in or out. So they had 90,000 Russian troops. Talk about that kind of Russian aggression, Soviet aggression. They had 90,000 troops. We only had 10,000 troops. Truman said, "Let's see, we can either, hide our tails and head out of here and let them take over all, march their way through Europe, or we can't fight them. 90 to 1. 9 to 1 is not good odds." So instead, every day or every half an hour, they were dropping another plane was coming in and bringing in goods for the people of Berlin. Well, there was one pilot, and he knew all the children were really wanted. When they'd see the American pilots, they'd all ask for chocolate, all the German children. So this one pilot says, well, tomorrow I'll be back, but when I come in, I'll wiggle my wings, look for me, and I'll have a surprise for you. So this pilot came in, and he did. He wiggled his wings, and so the kids already started calling him Uncle Chocolate or Uncle Wiggly, and he would drop chocolate candy bars on handkerchief parachutes for the children of Berlin.
Awesome.
So that was during, he called it Operation Little Vittles. All right.
Hey, what's up everybody? So the GoPro ended up dying on me last minute. So the rest of this is just pictures of the rest of our day. I hope you enjoy it. Check them out.
Jamendo.com